got another Reddit story tonight. I want to check it out. It's funny. This one's a funny one. Let's get right into it. So my insane doctor's appointment, and we have liftoff. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. So here I am, straight out of high school. It was a couple years since my last physical, and I was due. So I scheduled a doctor's appointment for a regular physical. We've all done that, right? We will all take a regular physical and get a checkup, whatever. You have no idea how this is going to end. No, I have no idea. Do you? Let's find out. I get to my appointment and I'm ready for whatever, right? Open my mouth, say, take a big, deep breaths in and out. You know how we go to the doctor's office. Okay, anyway. And yes, drop my pants. Not right now, I'm talking about when you went to the doctor's office. So you can't tell anyway, right? Turn and cough, and then he says, we should take a urine sample. That's always fun, right? And I'm like, easy peasy. So I get a cup from the nurse, head to the bathroom, and splash all over to get a sample. You think it's easy, like I said, but it's not. It's like a faucet. Once you start, you can't stop. I cleaned up, walked out, gave the cup of pee to the nurse, and head home full of pride, thinking I surely passed, right? Nope. Ooh. The nurse calls later that afternoon, and I'm thinking, I only slept with a couple of girls. Couple? What could it be? She begins to tell me that my test came back abnormal and that I should see a specialist. Ooh, that's never good. Like whenever you gotta see a specialist, that's not good. I don't care what kind of specialist it is, that's not good. What specialist? I asked. She says, we found an abnormal amount of white blood cells in your urine and we'd like to see a urologist. Great, here we go. I schedule a urologist appointment a week later and I'm thinking the worst. Could it be an STD or worse yet, some type of disease? Maybe I have a defective ding dong. Maybe. I have no clue. I nervously walk in, sit down, and wait my turn. Gripping the chair with both my hands like I'm doing right now. Like I'm about to take off on a rocket ship. 3, 2, 1. I didn't go nowhere. I literally went like 2 inches. Probably like him. There are other guys in the waiting room, all waiting their turns, but it's obvious that I'm the youngest of this space shuttle crew. Finally, my name gets called, and I sit down in the exam room. About 20 minutes later, the doctor comes in and explains what the nurse told me over the phone. Here I am thinking, it'll just be another urine sample, right? He then says, I'd like to start with a bladder scope. What is a bladder scope? I never heard of a bladder scope. Thank God I haven't had a bladder scope, but I don't even know what a bladder scope is. Great, they're going to cut me open and look at my bladder. This is obviously won't happen today, right? And this will need to be scheduled out. Nope, he says. No. No, we won't cut you open. We'll take a thin tube. I hope it's like really thin. With a light and a camera at the end. And insert it into your urethra. Ooh. Ouch! Oof, I'm visibly shaken at this point. What's my urethra? Yeah, what is your urethra? Is that a medical term for belly button? I asked. No, it's where you urinate from. He says. I immediately turn white and start sweating. I begin to tell him, I don't think this is necessary. I've only slept with like 2 girls and it must be some kind of mistake. Can we schedule this for another time? No, we have to schedule it for today. And trust me, it won't hurt or take long, he says. Okay. Pause. How is it not gonna hurt? Like, I've heard people get this done and it hurts. They told me it hurts. Maybe not going in, but coming out. So I don't know what he's talking about. I get back into another room where they lay me down to prepare me for the procedure. I'm literally shaking at this point, thinking, I just want to go home and crawl under the covers. That's what I would want to do. Then about 4 other nurses walk into the room. I don't know if this is good or bad. Apparently, they're students who are observing the procedure for educational purposes. Oh, man. It's not what I would want. What the F, I'm thinking. This older female nurse, probably in her 60s, then comes up to me and says, I need to prepare the area for procedure. How do you prepare the area for procedure? She then proceeds to clean my junk with this orange reddish liquid called idopovodone. I'm not going to even try it because I'm probably brutally just killing it. Idopovodone, whatever. Oh no, it's been some time since my last encounter with my ex. But this is not good. She's cleaning the area like it's her last supper, and I'm here getting a rock hard bonsai tree. Remember, there's 4 other nurses in there who are like just starting out, probably young. And now he's sitting there with his 60-year-old something nurse, and he's getting a. I grasp the table, and before I can start to think of my grandmother, the inevitable happens. Oh no. I had no control. It was so fast. I had no time to think, and I mean, it comes out. Oh, man. That's embarrassing. I don't think I'll ever go back to that place again. Thankfully, it's a specialist. You probably won't ever go back. I would never go back to it again. Oof. The nurse takes a step back and immediately places a towel over and says, it's not the first time. Probably does it on purpose, right? Don't you think? I think she does it on purpose. The procedure was quick. Wait a minute. Which procedure? Because that sounded pretty fast too. And I got dressed and walked out of the office with my tail between my legs. I get home and shower like I've just been violated. Thankfully, everything was just fine except for my pride. I haven't had a physical since. Man, you should go get a physical every day. No, I'm just joking. Hey, I need to see a specialist. I gotta go back for another specialist. I gotta go back for. But yeah, that's funny, man. Imagine going there and you got 4 nurses and a 60-year-old, and then this is the first time they're seeing this thing. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is what's gonna happen every time I go there." I ain't doing it. Yeah, but that was a quick story, funny story. I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna try to get something else here for you guys because that was kind of short. All right. AITAH. I was stopped by the cops, and my husband left me there alone. AITAH for being upset he left. Wow. So your husband just like left you with the cops alone?
Oh my god!
That's effed up. That's pretty effed up, man. Let's read into this. We were heading home, and each of us was pulling a trailer. Me with an ATV on mine, and his with a side-by-side. I got stopped on a country road. Never saw the cop, but he said I was speeding. I didn't think I was because I barely have enough power to pull at least this. Least of all with speed. But I didn't argue. I also had 2 of our medium-sized dogs in the car with me. My husband saw I got stopped and pulled off the road in front of me. The cop asked if he was with me. I told him yes, he was. Neither of us have any tickets or priors or anything like that. Live a pretty quiet, mellow life. Then all of a sudden, my husband just pulled out and left. Left me all over the cop on the side of the road. He didn't know why I was being stopped or for what. But he just left and went and got something to eat. Damn. Damn. So you're telling me it's like you're on the side of the road, cop pulled you over, your husband stopped, seen what's going on, and he's probably like, I'm hungry. She's got this. I'm gonna make me some food. Driving up. Man, I don't know about you guys. Most wives would be like, what the F? You ain't talking to me for a month, never mind a week, never mind a day. You ain't talking to me for a month. You out. Done. Oh man. I was let off with a warning. Whew. Got lucky there. The cop probably felt bad. The cop was probably like, man, your husband just left you here with me. I'm just gonna give you a warning. The cop should have went after the husband. And I feel like my husband should have stuck around to see if I was okay, or if I needed help with the dogs in this situation. But he took off and got himself some food instead. He tried calling me 15 minutes later, said he was tracking me on Find the app, so he knew I was okay. Am I the for being hurt? and somewhat pissed he left. No, no, you have every right to be pissed. Like, that is just wrong. I don't care if you're hungry. Maybe we gotta take a poop or something like that. I gotta go poop. I gotta go. But come on, he just left you because he's hungry. He wanted to go eat while you deal with the cop by yourself. That's just crazy. I never heard of that, man. Let's check some of these comments out. Don't you guys eat together? That's pretty funny. I guess they don't eat together. I guess he eats and then she eats whenever she gets a chance. I swear, some of these posts I see of couples and I'm like, do you even like each other? Yeah, I think, yes, if my husband and I was on a long road trip in separate vehicles with dogs and cargo, and one of the few highlights would be to stop for food together. Yeah, I think so. And that is what we usually do. Okay. How strange of it to just leave you like that. Has he explained? Yeah, that's my question. Like, I know you said you guys live like a quiet life. Like, I'm just thinking, does he have like any kind of past things that you don't know about? Because maybe he's like, I don't want to get busted for something because if they run me, I'm effed. I would look into him, man. I don't know. Just me personally. Unless you know his past really good, I would look into him. Maybe there's something you don't know about that he's not fessing up to. Yeah, here we go. Sounds like possibly the husband isn't as squeaky clean as OP thinks or could have been, holding under the influence of something. And by holding, I mean drugs in the car. I know this is a huge guess, but I've heard similar stories about a husband who would never do that. My ex was a cop, and you'd be surprised how many dudes have citations for soliciting prostitutes and wives never know. Or when the ticket shows up in the mail, they tell themselves it must be a mistake, because so-and-so would never do that. Unless accusing OP's husband of this, more just fantasize about the possibility of some juicy gossip. Please excuse me. I kind of agree, man. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking of maybe something in the past that he's been hiding for a long time and he didn't want the cops to come over and check his ID and run or something. I don't know, just a little, it sounds a little suspect, the whole thing. Like, why would he just take off on you? That's sussy as hell that he dipped like that. I agree. Are you sure he doesn't have a history or had something in his truck that made him want to run? Otherwise, that's a huge D-move energy right there. Leaving you alone and then go to eat by himself. Yeah, that is. My husband would never leave me alone with a cop, let alone go get food for himself, no less. And then to shrug it off? What in the sweet hell? Yeah, that's not someone who cares about their partner like at all. Yeah, I agree. I just wrote a post about my husband and I, when we were younger, helped a woman from out of the town that was lost find a hotel by driving ahead of her. And she got stopped by a cop. We pulled off and waited, with them in view. She was an absolute stranger who was scared in the city she didn't know, and the language she didn't speak well. So we were willing to do for a little stranger what her husband couldn't do for her. I hope that sinks in for her. That's not something you do to someone you care about. She needs to take a very cold, hard look at her relationship because I truly don't believe this is a one-off. Yeah, I kind of think there's something. Either he's always like this or he's hiding something, man. I would look into your husband. Just saying. Yeah, my husband wouldn't either, and I wouldn't leave him. This is kind of heartbreaking, right? That's why my wife would be pissed. Hell yeah. I was thinking the same. Country road and stop by the cops for speeding when OP wasn't speeding sounds very dangerous. Sounds to me like a very normal thing in the country cops do to raise revenue, particularly if they see a license plate from out of the area. I'd be more concerned about women being left alone with a cop, ignoring the dogs. Then the specifics, what he was doing, which to me seems clearly like he's issuing a trumped up ticket for the money, which I've had done to me. I was a 43-year-old man at that time. Upvote here and above. Female friends were traveling together for location scouting near the state line. Cops followed exactly the speed limit, not exceeding the speed limit. Even to avoid police, my only other guests on a red to blue state border, they expected hope to find guns and trucks. Many tickets near month end quotas here. I couldn't even understand that. That whole thing just didn't make sense to me. I don't even know what I just read. Matter of fact, my mind hurt just now. I don't even know what the hell I just read. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That that just got me whole messed up. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I think it was wrong. Your husband's got something going on, or he's just really rude to you. I doubt this is a one-off. Like, if he's never done this before, then he's got something he's hiding from you. And if he's done this before, that's messed up. You should just get out of that thing. I don't know, it's your husband, so you can, but oof, that's messed up. Anyway, comment below what you guys think about these stories. So keep watching, like, subscribe, share, comment. Comment what you think about these stories, man. Comment what you think, what your position is, and what you feel about it. I like to read the comments, so comment below. I'm out. Peace.